Doing, Hobbit?
We're having a beer at your favourite beach, Antisamos.
Don't tell anybody. Yeah, that's right. Antisamos. Well, I just thought I'd come down here out of season to show you what it's like. It is much better. But to give you an idea of the area that they've devastated by building this complex, as you'd call it. As like I say, this used to be just a field back in the day. Now I know, because of the comments that I had on the last video that I did about Antisamos, there are quite a few of you who like it here, but quite a few of you, funnily enough, go up the other end of the beach where I go, because it's much quieter there. Of course, as the submarine comes in there, there's a jetty they put in there, sunbeds all the way along there. So yeah, I just thought I'd come down. I thought I'd show the Hobbit what it's like, and then I thought, well, why not film it? Because this is what it used to be like. See, now there's a blooming great jetty they put in there for the submarine to come into. So you lose all that part of the beach and the swimming area. So I'll try and put some of the footage in that I did in the summer and compare this view with that. So that's what it looked like in the summer, and this is what it looks like now. I prefer it like this, to be honest. Somebody's making a lot of money, aren't they? Yeah, so the summer's footage is going to come in quite handy here. I haven't actually done one of these for a while, but I'll compare this bit now with what I did in the summer. Yeah, quite a contrast. I mean, really, does it need all that? Really? Does it? I mean, this bar here is probably the most tasteful out of the lot. It was the only one that I walked past and thought, well, yeah, I could probably have a beer in there. That was okay in there. It's got an outside bar and one further in the shade. That was quite nice. Now, if it was just that, surrounded by trees, I think that's really what Kefalonia is about. It's, well, again, you can leave in the comments what you think of it. There's the Hobbit taking some pictures of some pebbles. See, that was the attraction for me when I first came, and I know it's an attraction to a lot of you. When there was probably just that amount of brollies, one taverna, and this massive, beautiful beach. You used to be able to drive your car along here. Anyway, like I said before, it is only my opinion. So this is how you take a picture without getting a shadow in it. You nick Rudge's tripod and you set it on timer. But because it's an Apple phone, we've had a few problems getting the timer set up. You think it's done it now? Yeah.
There's no telling with Apple.
No. I'll get a video of it for you. Let's stand up now. Eh?
Alright, that one's out.
Yeah.
I did it wrong.
Yeah. See, this is the technical expertise of the camera crew for Rudgy, aka the Doctor. So you can imagine what makeup are like. Is this like watching a firework display?
No, it's not.
Like blue touch paper and run away from the camera. It's only on 10 seconds. I don't know why we've been here 2 days waiting for it.
There you go, don't move, because I now can't get it off and turn yet.
So the film crew took about 3 days to take a photograph of me taking a photograph.
Picking the camera up.
Apple phones, apparently they're the best thing you can get. You're watching this from a Huawei Chinese thing that cost me 70 quid on Marketplace. Yeah, it does the job, I think you'll find. I've had it about 4 years now, something like that. It's the one before the Google chucked them out. Anyway, like I said, what's wrong with that and that taverna there, and that's it. That's all you need, really. Maybe a few more sunbeds, that's about it, really. Beautiful. Look at that. Now that's nice, isn't it? Look, see? It is my opinion. You've probably got other ones and you're going to let me know about it, aren't you? Doing, Hobbit?
We're having a beer at your favourite beach, Antisamos.
There's Daddy. There's Daddy.
I don't know. She gets me doing some things. We nearly got killed, deaded, stabbed, murdered, thrown over a cliff in the car earlier. But that's for another day. I'll tell that story. Anyway, yeah, this bar here. So you tell me, what is wrong with that? Just maybe 2 of these and a few sunbeds like that. 3 rows of sunbeds, that's alright. I just don't get the first part of the beach. It just seems to have ruined the whole place. But yeah, it is only my opinion, as I keep saying, because you'll jump all over me. I know, I'm waiting for it, the abuse I'm going to get in the comments.
Drink your beer and zip it.
Yeah.
Yamas.
Yamas. I'm not going there again. I've just given the Hobbit a small beer and she's talking gibberish.
It's strong beer in there.
It's on about having supper now, and apparently, I don't know whether you can see it. Let's see if I can zoom in for you. See the ferry there? Apparently that's that boat that had the helicopter on the back. So my advice would be probably not the best place to have a beer because it's hallucinogenic. Anyway, Antisamos out of season. Cut. Apparently, the problem is that she's deliriously hungry, and that's why she's coming out with things like there's a helicopter on the back of the ferry.
I haven't eaten since Tuesday.
Hasn't eaten since Tuesday. I mean, I don't know. Don't know how that's happened. The food's quite good at Villagoro. The bucket will tell you. Bucket Taverna is second to none. Mind you, that is shut at the moment. There you go. Anyway, look how calm that is. I don't know whether the video will bring the colours out, but look at that. And then there's that. You won't convince me that they haven't spoilt a beautiful part of Kefalonia. My concern now, and actually I'm quite interested in your comments on this, is that there's been a lot of building going on, especially this year. I don't remember a year where they've done so much building. And a lot of the locals and a lot of the people who holiday here are a bit concerned about the fact the island is now starting to lose its innocence, I think I'd say, which is what we all came for in the first place. And this, I think you'll find, is a really good example of how badly it can go wrong. But yeah, I know a lot of you like it. I just don't get it at all. So yeah, as I said earlier, Antisamos out of season. Anyway, the Hobbit's happy. Look, she's taking photographs without a shadow now because the sun's gone in. You just don't realise what goes on in the background of Rudgy, aka the Doctor, do you? I mean, this is the camera crew, you know. Makeup have decided they're having a holiday. Didn't have any makeup this morning. I had to do my own hair. What do you think? Yeah. What's up, girls? Look, see? It's quite good, isn't it? Dear. Right, let's go and get the Hobbit some supper. Might try the chip shop out. I might put that in. Another day, another dime, another hat, another pair of shades, different shirts. Just for those of you who watch for continuity errors. Anyway, yeah, Antisamos. It begs the question, if they wanted to do a film like that again, where would they film it now? Because so many of these beaches have been taken over by a commercial element of the population, to put it politely. There isn't very much left, is there? Or is there? As I've been showing you on these films over the summer, there are still some beautiful parts of Kefalonia. You don't need to go and lie on a sunbed with 500 other people. But on this video we're talking about how things are changing. Now this is the beach behind the Lithero Taverna. We're into the end of October now, so we're losing the beach because of storms and stuff like that. That's what tends to happen this time of year. But as you can see, very nice unspoilt beach. So let's go and have a look at Lordas Beach, and I'll explain a bit more about how that's changed in the 30 years I've been coming, because this hasn't changed one bit. Look at that, fantastic. Now then, 30 years ago when I came to Kefalonia and fell in love with the place, well, I actually decided I'd come home. Weirdest feeling I've ever had, actually. I think I was a bit displaced most of my life. And I've moved around the UK quite a lot, and this has always felt like home. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, I digress. When I first came here 30 years ago, the beach looked like that. You see there's one or two brollies, one or two sunbeds. That's the Waikiki there. We're down the other end of the beach by the Lithero. And You might get one or two people like me and my ex-wife used to borrow a brolly from Babis or wherever, or Labrakis, whoever we were staying with. But that was about it really, and there was one taverna, pretty much like here really. And that belonged to my good friends, my oldest friends on the island actually, Yanni and Marina at Clematis. Fantastic place. If you get the chance and you're here, I'd pop in there. But I mean, look how long the beach is. It was beautiful. And all that was on the other side of it was a bit of a dirt road. I mean, this has been concreted now. And little allotments like that. And then straight up the back was just trees, right up as far as you could go. So that's what Lordas used to be like. Oh, and incidentally, one or two of you are going, Rudgy, where's the beach gone? Yeah, I know. That happens every year, this time of year. I don't know. And actually, over the years, the beach has got smaller. Now, before you start shouting global warming, you see the little harbour over there. Well, I've just had a look at that because I thought, well, the sea level must have risen. But it hasn't, because the harbour is still at the same level of water, if you see what I mean. Otherwise it would be washing out onto the road up there, and it's not. So I think what happens this time of year, those of you in Devon who live in Teignmouth will know all about this. I reckon that the sea washes the sand around. I reckon at the moment, because we're getting a lot of stormy weather, it's pulling the sand back into the Ionian Sea. And in the summer, for somehow it must push it back and we end up with a beach again. I don't know. Leave in the comments if you know anything about that. There must be somebody who watches me knows about that. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, this was what Lordas Beach used to look like. So let's go and take a look at what's happened with the commercial side of it. We've just come from down there and we're now, a lot of you will recognise this who come here a lot. That's the road up into the village and up out onto the main road into Vlahata eventually. And there's Bar 7, Makis's place, which is closed for the winter. He'll be back in the summer, of course, doing his thing. So, that wasn't there. That wasn't there. That wasn't there. That wasn't there. You see the palm trees? That's Clematis, that was there, and there's nothing else further up, nothing at all, but that sort of thing. Leave in the comments what you think about it all, because I know that out of all the places I go, Lordas isn't that spoilt by it. It seems to still have a nice vibe about it. It isn't too commercial. Although I had noticed this year there was a lot of boats for hire, jet skis, stuff like that, which I wasn't too keen on, but I mean, each to their own. Some people like that. Let's go a little bit further up and have a look. So this is what the other end of the beach has become. In the summer there's rows and rows of these, quite a few of those. It doesn't seem to have affected Yanni and Marina's trade, which I'm really pleased about. I suppose when you're that good at something, people will still come, and they are really that good at what they do. That's the Clematis Taverna that I used to go in all those years ago. But look, building after building after building after building, all the way up the back there, all the allotments, small holdings, whatever you want to call them, all gone. Now, I don't want to bang on about this, but I've been saying for a number of years now that you can throw the baby out with the bathwater. People like myself used to come here for the peace and quiet and the beautiful views, beautiful beaches. I can't argue that it's still a beautiful place in its own right, but it has changed, and I remember what it used to look like. I have a lot of happy memories on this beach. Leave in the comments if you've been coming a long time, what you think about it, and if you've just started coming, I'd like to hear your views on it as well if you come here. And Antisamos. I really would like to know what the future of this island is going to be. Because once they're built, they can't take it down, can they? Now, again, this end of the beach hasn't changed that much. There are one or two new buildings, but other than that, there are still small holdings and little allotments, whatever you'd like to call them. And where they've built up the hill, you can't really tell. So, Lordas isn't completely ruined yet. Yeah, it's not completely ruined yet. And in fact, it's still one of my favourite places on the island. But what I'm doing is provoking the debate as to where the island is headed. Because I have to accept the fact, and we all do, the younger generation are now running a lot of these family-run businesses down here. They have different ideas to us and a completely different outlook as to what's going to happen with the island. Anyway, let's go somewhere else, a bit quieter. Right, so there you go, that's Lordas over there in the distance where we've just come from. I'm now at one of my favourite beaches, in fact they're all my favourites, aren't they really, Trapezaki. There's the taverna. Now this place hasn't really changed in the 30 years I've been coming. There was always a little beach bar, a little caravan or something serving drinks. This year we didn't have one, and I like that. So let's have a look at the beach further up. There you go, Trapezaki Beach. Let's have a closer look at that, shall we? Well, here we are then. We had a storm a couple of days ago, so there's a bit of seaweed washed up. Of course, they clear that in the summer, keep the beach clear. But look at that. Now that's what I call an unspoilt Greek beach. Now there usually are one or two people with sunbeds and brollies, but they've brought them themselves. And as I said, in past years there's always been a beach bar here, but only a small thing. It wasn't here this year. I don't think that was a loss. But as you've probably worked out, I'm a bit grumpy when it comes to noise on the beach. Interestingly enough, I was talking to a friend of mine, a tourist. On the way here I popped into his supermarket, Petros, in Lordas, to get some provisions for tonight's tea. And we were saying that, you know, as things change and it gets a bit more commercial, people want different things, different generations. So my generation might not be too keen on what's happening, but the younger generation may well be. And that's the question I'm asking. I'm not saying that it's horrendous here, don't come. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying it's a beautiful island still, with beautiful things to see. You do need to get a hire car. I can't see the point in staying in one resort. But I am asking the question about, nobody likes change, do they? So I'm asking the question, are they throwing the baby out with the bathwater, or is it okay? Still a great place to be. Book your flight for next year. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it's sort of raising some debate. I'd be interested to see your views. If you've enjoyed it, hit like, share and subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride. For those of you who visited the coffee and PayPal side of my outfit this week, thank you ever so much. It really is a massive help to me. It pays to make these videos. And I'll see you all next week and we'll do it all again. Catch you guys later. Remember, wherever you go, there you are. Yeah, right, well, I'm sitting down. Where's my lunch? Oh, really? Really? That's not my scene at all. Mind you, chicken boy will like them, won't he? Maybe I'll save them and take them back to him. That's what I'm going to do. Well, where's my dinner? You can't just give a guy who's been working all day some crisps. That's not on, is it, really? What do you mean there's a taverna over there? Ah, are you paying, are you? If we sit here very quietly, we will catch the film crew having a drink and a party while Roger works. And uses the camera on his own yet again, and does his own hair and stuff. It's a good job I got Nikki in it. She never lets me down. Hey? Where's the Hobbit? Working. Yeah. She has to earn a living, you know. No, she hasn't fell down a hole. Well, she might have fell down the plug hole this morning, but there you go. No, she's just working. Well, cuts. Okay, if we could do this without sneezing, it'd be good, wouldn't it? I see Makeup's not around again. Nowhere to be seen, but there's a taverna over there. Look, see, just behind me, a taverna. It's where the film crew, Makeup, director, just leave me to do this on my own, you know. People don't understand. I have to make it up as I go along. Even the script writer's in there, getting drunk probably. Mr. Cameraman, can you do that straight? What do you mean no? You need to keep the camera straight. Yeah, that's childish. Stop zooming around like that. What's wrong with you? People will be dizzy and seasick watching this. Okay, well, another day, another dime, as they say. Yeah, Antisamos. Now start again. Yeah. What are you doing, Andy?
Mucking about, mucking about, mucking about, mucking about.
What you doing, you three?
What are you doing there, Dad?
Mucking about.
What are you doing, Rudgy? You know, just mucking about.